Okay, everybody, I am going to make coleslaw for the cookout today. And I come across this recipe. It's called KFC Coleslaw by a Real Employee. So it's a copycat recipe for Kentucky Fried Chicken, but I'm not sure if that's really true or not. But every time I make this, everybody loves it. So I am going to make it again. So what you do, I have everything measured out. So there's my coleslaw. I'm going to mix the onions in with the coleslaw. So that's 1 tablespoon of onions. And you have to cut these onions up really fine. So make sure you cut them up really good. And in a separate bowl, you're going to combine a 1/2 cup of sugar, 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. This calls for 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, but that vinegar to me is so strong, I only use a little over 1 tablespoon of that. And then you are going to put a 1/2 cup of mayo in there. So you're going to mix this up really well. And once we get this mixed up really well, then we'll add it in our coleslaw. So let's mix this really well. Now, get that all nice and blended, all the ingredients together, the sugar combined, everything. All right, that looks nice and blended really well. So now what we're going to do is we're going to pour it into our coleslaw here. So we're going to do this like this and get that nice and get a bunch of that stuff out of here. All right. Get that going. Now we're going to mix it well. I'm just going to fold it in really. Keep folding it until it mixes all together. I like using this big old bowl because then I can like let it flop over like this to the side. It just helps me mix it together a lot better. This stuff is so good. But the key also ingredient is the Miracle Whip. Don't use anything else. You can't use any other mayo or anything. It's got to be Miracle Whip. Good, mixing it really good. Make sure you get all those little bitty cabbage stems. All right, once you do that, get it down in there. Alright, that's it. That's all there is to it. And then I pre-washed this pan right here. And then this pan comes with the lid. Just pour everything in there. And I like sitting it in the refrigerator, let it sit for about an hour or 2. It tastes really good. But this is a great recipe for coleslaw if you ever want to know. All right, there you go. I hope you enjoy.